So Horizon Forbidden West seems to be getting better and better by the minute. We've been getting trailers all over the place from Sony on the PS4 YouTube channel, and they look absolutely amazing. I'm really excited for the release of this game on February 18th, if I am correct, and I'm going to be playing it all day. I've actually booked the day off of my work just to sit there and just play it all the way through. It is going to be amazing, and I really hope it lives up to all the expectation. I pre-ordered the game back in November, and now that we're getting all these trailers, we're getting a proper look at the game, and I'm hoping that I can offer a little bit of insight to the game, and if any of you are thinking about getting it, maybe I can convince you. So I'm going to have a little look at the story trailer, and I'm so goddamn excited for it. I am so excited for this game. It seems from the basis of the story, it's going to be Aloy trying to stop a Red Blight taking over the Forbidden West. It's damaging crops and just kind of being a bit of a nuisance. No one kind of likes it, and she's going to get rid of it. Now the coolest thing in the trailer is Silence glows, and that is my big thing. He glows now, and pretty much that's all my expectations filled. What more could I possibly want than a glowing Silence? Just take a look at this. I've been recording this part of the trailer so many times and I'm about to punch a wall, but I'm going to do it again because I've said these words so many times. Right at the start of the trailer, we're shown the Red Blight, which Aloy says is destroying the land and killing the crops. I think that this will be the main goal of the game, to stop this. It's quite basic and I like that, and I feel as we progress further into the game, it's going to be more intertwined with Silence and the corruption and the glitches that are causing all of these AI to go rogue. Aloy also seems to be talking about Elizabeth and talking to her, telling her what's happening and what's going on. And I think that she's taking nourishment in the idea that she was Elizabeth and she's become a lot more accepting of this. I think that's really cool. It provides some bolt into a character, and maybe it's a way to cope with the obvious trauma that she's been through in her life. But maybe some other reasons, you know? Who knows? So leaving the Red Blight section of the trailer, we come into this sequence where we see Aloy riding a Strider over a set of beaches. And we get our first callback to the first game, which is the Metal Devils. They are enormous and there are multiple of them. Of course, in Horizon Zero Dawn, we only ever got to see one, and it was one of the most amazing sequences of the first game, going in and out of the legs and the arms, and just seeing that thing was just terrifying. And I think seeing these in the trailer is maybe going to hint at the idea that we're going to get to see one alive in the next game, maybe even fight one, and although it might be really far-fetched, imagine if we got to tame one. Coming into the next part of this game, we are shown Regala, who is set up to be the main antagonist of Horizon Forbidden West. She talks about a higher power, which I'm going to assume is Hades, and of course that's going to have some sort of link to the Red Blight. But hopefully we can see a really good character here. We see her fighting off a ton of people, which shows that she's probably going to be very powerful, and she seems to have a very large army as well. So hopefully, if this all plays out nicely, we're going to end up with a very good villain. Now then, talking a little bit about my favourite character, Silence. So we saw at the end of Zero Dawn that Silence captured the corruption or the glitch that caused Hades to go rogue in the first place. And now in the new game is unravelling some form of new master plan that he has weaved together. Now, I can't wait to see what Silence has been up to. I'd love to see who sent the original signal that awoke Hades. And on top of this, I feel as if the Red Blight is a consequence of whatever Silence is up to, and although we don't know his goals, his thirst for knowledge is more than likely at the forefront of this. Now, Aloy also says that whatever someone is hiding, which I'm going to assume is Silence, must be found, and I'm going to assume that has a link to whatever this vault is here, which is going to be a similar thing to the All-Mother in the first game. I absolutely love. Aloy mentions that the solution to what she needs is broken up and scattered, and that she's going to have to piece it together. And this hints to me that we're going to be travelling all over the map to complete this task. Now, not only does this provide amazing opportunities for the story, but a ton of brilliant gameplay opportunities. What was so good about Horizon Zero Dawn for me was that the map was so diverse, and its setting offered such a beautiful experience. And hopefully in Forbidden West, this means that the gameplay and our strategies will change as the environment does, to highlight all the new gear we're getting, such as the grapple hook and the glider. Now I just want to take a minute to talk about the music playing in this trailer and say how amazing it sounds. It just gives such a sense of mystery and makes me that much more excited to play this game. Just take a listen to this.
Secrets he has, he's keeping to himself. And the solution I need is broken and scattered.
Next we see Erend and Val together, and although this don't particularly say much about the story, it's just nice to see that they're returning. I absolutely love them in Zero Dawn, and it's just nice to see them again, and I'm hoping we get more missions involving them, just because they were both such good characters in Horizon Zero Dawn. Just a quick detour here. Look how happy Val looks. That just makes me happy. Just wanted to point that out. Right, now just before the ending of the trailer, we get to see a hologram or a materialization of Gaia. She says to Aloy that we will find the answers, but beware, we're not the only ones that seek them. To be completely honest, I think that's quite cool. By other people, I'm hoping she means Silence or some other mysterious antagonist we've not yet been introduced to, and it might have some link to this following part of the trailer. Right, coming into the ending of the trailer, we get a little bit of a look at a character which I've found is called Tilda. That's all I know. I know the name and that's about it, and nothing about this woman. With this, I'm really hoping we get a greater look into the backstory of Horizon Zero Dawn and more on the death of mankind other than Hades in the Plague. I'm just really hoping that this game reaches the expectations I have for it, because they're just really high, and I'm just hoping that you guys are just as excited as I am.